What's up guys, this is Just Gaming, your channel for fresh Arena of Valor content. And guys and girls, I've got some big news. You might have just seen that I haven't uploaded a video in my 2-day cycle so far. So this is the 3rd day and this might go into be continuous because, happy news, I am a father since the last weekend, which is basically the weekend before the last weekend before, because there was a weekend before. So I've got a new big hobby now. I've got some new responsibilities and I don't know how I am able to maintain this account. I think it's going to be quite good because I've got some free time right now. I'm off work for about 1 month to support my girlfriend. But on the other hand, we are going to take a look if it's possible to have this kind of every second day cycle in the next couple of months, because some things might just change eventually, and we are going to check out if that's going to work for Arena of Valor. Something that is quite clear at the moment is that I'm not going to have time for some additional stuff in terms of Wild Rift or something. I won't record stuff on Twitch. I just don't have the time to stream 1 or 2 hours in total, because my time goes into other things, and that comes quite spontaneously. Like if there are some diapers to be changed, that cannot wait for 15 minutes. That's something which is quite immediate, and therefore we are going to skip through today's video as fast as possible. But I wanted to have a little intro because we are about to hit 1,000 subscribers eventually this year, which would be quite nice. So that was happy news. My daughter would be the first 1,000 subscribers, would be the second great news in 2021. And I think after a really harsh 2020 with all this lockdown, coronavirus stuff, I think we are about at the time to receive some better news, and I think that would be quite great. So today I've got some Astrid video for you. That happened by incident. I just wanted to pick someone on the solo lane, and Astrid was a hero that I haven't played in quite a while. If you are new to my channel, I love Astrid, and that is without any kind of joke. I really love that playstyle. I love that big broadsword. I love the mobility that she has. She went through a big upgrade and she was meta during about 2, 3, 4 weeks when she was dominating the jungle, and now she has been tweaked and nerfed a little bit. But I was really surprised yesterday when I was playing the video, and it is yesterday, really yesterday, when I was playing the video while watching Battle Angel Alita on the television, and I just wanted to have a couple of games for Arena of Valor to see if I can make some content here, and it took me by surprise. She was really, really good, so we're going to take a look on the performance of Astrid in the current meta. If you are not a subscriber of my channel yet, that would be a really good thing to do, because that just means that we're going to reach the 1,000 a little bit sooner. And if you enjoyed this kind of content, I'd be happy if you give me a thumbs up as well. So without any further ado, we're going to check out my current build, and afterwards I've got some gameplay for you. So let's get started. Alright, so here we are in my armory, and as you can see we are focusing on some kind of hybrid build. So therefore we're going with the Spear of Longinus and Hercules Madness, which are the items that we're using for some additional defense, and on the other hand I'm using Rank Breaker as well as Fenrir's to maximize my damage output, and then we've got some Blade of Eternity here for the reviving aspect. I was using Omni-Arms most of the times, but after it has been a little bit nerfed, I was trying something new. Just check out how you feel this kind of performed, and I've got some verdict on that later on. Arcana-wise, I'm going with Marksman Warrior. We're going to have not many attacks, but those attacks should hit as hard as possible. Therefore, I'm going with normal attacks plus 45, armor pierce 100, and some movement speed. That comes from 10 times Onslaught, level 3 of course, 10 times Assassinate, and 10 times Skewer for the Armor Pierce, stacking up quite nicely. Enchantment wise, oh my god, I've forgotten to change the hero. Enchantment wise, I went with Course of the Death because we will have some attack speed increase, and therefore this is kind of quite nicely. Desperate Duel works here quite well too. And then I'm going with some, I would say, utility. We've got Devourer in here, we've got the Bone Cutter, we've got Enhanced Restore. These are all utility and sustained stuff. That means that we can stay a little bit longer in the lane. Bone Cutter with its 12.5% in resistance stacks up quite nicely with the Gilded Greaves, and then we've got some Gunslinger in here to boost our stats a little bit. So this was the build, and I would say let's check out the gameplay immediately to see how well Astrid is gonna do right now in the game. Alright, here we go. Yeah, I've taken the new skin that came from one of the codices. It's got some kind of ancient Greek theme, which I really like. I think it works quite well for her, and looks quite nice with that kind of toga based playstyle. So we are facing Kilgroth in our lane. He is the one that we are fighting against. Here we go, there he already is. And what do we know about Kilgroth? Kilgroth's damage potential is outrageous later on in the game. As soon as he's got his ult stuff and everything set up, the more skills he has, the better, because he is going to apply a lot of life gain. And therefore, what I planned initially in this game was to poke him as hard and punish him as bad as possible. And as you can see, it worked quite nicely because we do get the shield back all the time. So you need to work with your skills. All the attack damage coming from your auto attacks is not enough if just applied alone. I went here for boots first, but you could also go with the first upgrade into the rank breaker, just to get some additional damage on top of the stuff that you already apply via your stacks. And you should always use this kind of dash ability or this lunge ability that she has in your advance, and in terms of in advance in your advantage. What was the stuff that I was looking for, because then that means that she's going to proc a shield. And while she has been nerfed, her shield does not apply on buffs and on minions anymore. I think this is going to be some kind of an improvement instead, because usually when I was playing her, I had the problem that I was proccing my shield, which means I was kind of activating my shield already by using her abilities on minions, which meant that I was not able to use it on her anymore when I was really needing it, when I was fighting someone. So here we went in for a straight zip kill. That went super well with all the dashes that you get and the reset from your ability. I was able to close the gap into the tower range and get him. And this is going to be something that is quite strange. I got the kill on Kilgroth here as well. So a pretty kickstart, 2 kills in the first couple of minutes. That's really ace, and it's gonna mean that I'm going to have a lot more gold than I would have by solely farming. And I have become a wiser player eventually, right now with my new life situation, or my new situation in life. And therefore I said to myself, Void, go home. It's important to keep your health together. And therefore I was going home. And as you can see, my team was doing well so far. We are leading the game with a 6-2. Unfortunately, I don't get the Vision Bird here on Kilgroth, but as you can see, I am a little bit ahead. And again, we are using our skills quite nicely. While he is close to 1/3 of his life, I'm back on 2/3 again after this kind of encounter. I could have used my ultimate here, but for whatever reason, I don't want to have a cooldown on my ultimate when I'm about to fight things. And I don't know what's going on with this Kilgroth. He really doesn't need his life anymore. And as you can see, dashing out stuff, using my shield, and the execute range is actually enough so that I can secure the 3rd kill in this
really awesome game so far. Things are going really well for me. And as I said, it caught me by surprise. I like the Astrid that I was used to was a nerfed Astrid that wasn't really potential anymore. Here comes the onslaught on the Brunhilde or Hilda or whatever her name is right now, and I died here. Really bad. I thought that my shield would have been enough, but we have stopped the enemies in their tracks. And what I can say is that they did a good job here. We have been leading with 6-2, and now they turned the tide of the battle in terms of their favor, and now they closed the gap to 11-8, and things are actually going quite well for them. We had some kind of struggle at the beginning of the game, especially here we go with all the noob stuff going on in the chat. I don't know what people are always brabbling about. It's just not of any use, and I can't see what this Xenis was doing here. Unfortunately, our Maganga gets the kill instead of us, so we just get an assist. And as you can see, I was using the Omniarms build here, and I changed my mind, and we are about to go with the Spear of the Longinus for some additional health and armor penetration. Should work quite well, I guess. I don't know what hit me here. Nice kill from Tulan. Otherwise, I would have had to go in again, but this was good teamwork. 4 assists for us right now, and this is the first tower on our side to fall. Not the first tower in the game. Kilgraf did a better job and got first blood on the towers, but we did get the first tower in terms of our team. Now I'm fighting Xenis, and most of the time people are completely underestimating the ability of Astrid to just negate enemy damage by using her ult. And you should always be super careful with moves like the one that I did here, because I was about to jump right back into the tower. That's the problem with this launch ability. You can't really target it. She is going to jump to the next minion that is going to close, and that means that she might just be getting back into tower range if you have someone who is damaging those minions as well. For example, a mage standing next to you, and that just means that you are going to be in danger. So therefore, be a little bit careful when playing Astrid, because it might just mean that you are about to be killed by a stupid tower shot that could have been avoided if you were not greedy on getting stuff. So pretty easy tower here. Of course, that was my intention here. I saw how things went, and I was about to go in. Double kill here for Tulan. He's got one of the most beautiful skins in the game. That is the yin and yang skin, whatever. And it's just so beautiful. And while, as you can see, while the enemy was about to go in and do stuff, and I don't know what they were about to do, I went straight in for the tower, because that was the stuff that was shielding them. And I had to focus on the tower, get the tower, and then afterwards it was easy to kill them without any retaliation from tower shots, and I scored a double kill here. Pretty ace. I was surprised by the amount of damage that Astrid was again able to dish out after she has been tweaked around, buffed and nerfed all the time. And I think right now she is pretty solid, but of course the game is now leading in our favor. We've got the upper hand. We have already been crushing down to one single tower. And here we go. Another kill for me. Now I need to be careful. And that was enough for me to get killed. Of course, Zip had a little bit too much health, and therefore I was just able to get Brads. But 7 kills, 2 deaths and 6 assists. That is actually quite impressive after the last games that I've been playing with Astrid, and they did not go so well. So 8 minutes played right now. We have been damaging already 4 towers. Enemy has 2 towers, but they're putting, of course they saw my performance so far. Of course, they're putting some pressure on the bottom lane, and they've been digging through quite well. Good job here for the enemy team. They have been coming close to our towers as well. So we go with Fenris here. I want to have that damage output first. Guys, if I would have known for whatever reasons that the enemy would have been a little bit stronger and the games would not run in our favor, I would have had eventually re-skilled or re-equipped my stuff. Great shield here, really good. I would have eventually re-skilled the stuff and gotten in with the Hercules madness before. That would have been eventually the case, but as I saw the outcome and I felt quite confident in the team fights, I went in with Fenris. And if you are new to the game, you can go with a sort of sticked kind of armory item build, but of course it is situational. If there are a lot of mages in the game, if they've got a mage jungler, for example, Pain, if they have a really strong mage dual laner in terms of a support, such as Aram, who's able to dish out tremendous amounts of damage, or Marja, who has been just improved with the last update, you might consider of taking something that is going to boost your magic resistance. Obviously, don't ever take just one single build and apply it to all the situations out there in the game. That is not how this thing works. My builds are always kind of what I think works quite well in most of the situations. Some kind of generic build, but of course it's not a build for all the memes out there in the game. There we go, kill. Always keep in mind that it takes some time for your ult to activate. So now we have been I wanted to wait until my minion wave hit the tower, but I was a little bit just too fast, and now I need to get back home because things are way too dangerous right now as the enemy is close to the enemy jungle, and therefore I just thought, okay, let's go and get back right now. And I was just seeing some kind of opportunity to go here into the jungle and get some creeps. There's a red buff. We can always use a red buff in our favor. And I just had the feeling that my team is going to dominate these fights. And as you can see, my consideration was right. They are killing the enemy team without any problem. And what I'm doing right now is just to get some stuff to get Fenris too. That was something that I wanted quite desperately, and therefore I went in for the jungle creeps. And of course I'm freeing up some waves here. I was seeing some Brunhilde going downwards, so I was kind of hoping that she was going there solo, but she didn't, and therefore I was just about to get back into place. Wanted to start Darkslayer here, but then I just saw that Caphane was making her way to the mid lane. And I said to myself, look, this is way too dangerous. You're not gonna do it. This is not the stuff that you want to have. But then I saw that Maganga is still clinging on that Darkslayer. He really wants that Darkslayer. That Darkslayer is really important for Maganga. I don't know what, for whatever reason. Of course, Darkslayers are always really important and good for the team. And by just applying my my ultimate here, I was able to get in. I was trying to drag them towards me. At least that was my intention. I should have used the enhanced restore right now. Unfortunately, I didn't. And his life gain on level 14 is just way too much for me with little to no health to be any threat to him. But as you can see, my team manages to go for the double kill, and now we are about to get a triple kill on Caphane again. That means 1 quadra and 1 triple in one game. That is 7 kills just by really good team fight situations. And as you can see from the results, 37 versus 18, that is quite dominant. And yeah, here we go. We are about to summon the dragon. 14 minutes played right now. It's basically one big push that we need to apply, and the only way to push this is going through the middle lane. the dragon, I wasn't even paying attention to the dragon when I was playing the game. The dragon now goes the longest way on the top lane, which is not really helping anyone. But as you can see, we are now about to get back into the fight. I was seeing that I was about to not enter anything, but then I saw that Sephara is about to go in and get some fights. I am able to kill Zip here, jump through the wall and jump right into RoV's face. That should be another double kill here for me. Yes, here we go. And now the only thing that we need to do is wait in silence for this minion wave to approach the Nexus, and this is basically the game. Here we go. That is a stronger minion while my team is about to do some stuff. I'm freeing up the minions while using my auto attacks, and right now I'm using my items just to put some damage on the Nexus, and that was the game. Surprise, surprise. Guys, I hope you like this kind of content, and I hope that I have given you some good new information about Astrid with this game, because I think that she can do better than most of the people are actually thinking about her. Really nice dress here. Second best score in the team, 10-3-10. I'm super happy with it. While I wasn't the damage dealer and I wasn't the one tanking everything that was Sephara, I think I made a good game here, and I think that Astrid is worthwhile. You need to play her again and tell me what you think about her. Enjoy the rest of the day. Thank you for watching. Void of Dusk over and out.